And from the sale of human beings. So how did you organize your slave traffic?
It was relatively simple. In June of this year, I negotiated a deal with Henry Johnson, a member of the House of Representatives, and Jesse Beatty, a wealthy landowner from Louisiana, to sell them all. So on December 6th, they set sail on the Catherine Jackson and other slave ships for New Orleans. You see, the Catholic Church does not view slaveholding as immoral.
Okay, but what does that have to do with your brand of Christianity or worship of God?
Well, I promised my superiors in Rome that the slaves would be allowed to continue to practice their religion and that they would be put on plantations located near the Catholic Church. Now, with everyone happy, I could take a down payment from the sale and use it to pay off debts and operation expenses that the college incurred under my leadership.
I see. So was there anybody that was opposed to the slave trade initiated by the Catholic Church or yourself?
Well, again, Ms. Bellum, I need to ask you to be realistic about slaves. Jesuits have sold off individual slaves before. As early as the 1780s, they openly discussed the need to cull their stock of human beings. But the decision to sell off virtually all of their slaves left some priests deeply troubled. But they were outnumbered. The sale was perfectly legal. Here's a bill of sale. Bill of sale dated June 19, 1838. Thomas F. Moletti sells to Jesse Beatty and Henry Johnson 272 Negroes to wit, and it outlined a payment plan with discounts if the slaves turned out to be more infirm than described.
I think I've heard enough. Your whole operation from your plantations in the South shows total disregard for the poor enslaved Africans who are forced into illiteracy because the law prohibits them from learning to read and write. But then, you tell them that they can go to church and pray if they can walk that far. I totally condemn you and will report you to the Pope.
You wouldn't dare. I'm the president of one of the most revered Catholic institutions in America.
And the most despicable defender of the slave trade. Have you heard of Josiah Wedgwood, the founder of Wedgwood China? He created this medallion in 1787. It was a symbol of the Committee of the Abolition of the Slave Trade. It shows a noble slave kneeling in chains. It represents justice, humanity, and freedom. Am I not a man and a brother? And you are also in violation of Matthew 22 through 39, love thy neighbor as thyself.
Can I offer you a libation?
No. I wrote the Vatican Police, and I'm having a recalled and reassigned. Get him out of here.
Come with me. Oh, my glasses. That's it.
That's what I said.
Well, I guess that concludes the sale of slaves by the Catholic Church hand.